Well, reactions are still trailing the Court of Appeal ruling reinstating Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amaewhule, and other lawmakers. The court ruling has been anticipated in the wake of the political tussle in the state, and the State Assembly, loyal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara, is insisting on approaching the Supreme Court to declare it as the authentic house. Governor Fubara, on his part, says he isn't disturbed by the Court of Appeal ruling, and governance will continue with that distraction.
We have instructed our lawyers, and they have filed an appeal to the Supreme Court of Nigeria, challenging the judgments of the Court of Appeal delivered on the 4th day of July 2024.
Government has its own challenges. If you go to the book of Psalms 23, Psalm 23 verse 5, he said that God prepared a table before you. It can be anybody, it can be me. But there is an underword that he noted there. In the presence of your enemy. So it means that nothing comes easy. I want to assure you, every one of you, and the good people of River State, that we are not deterred. We have made our promises. We will continue to give you good governance.
Well, for more on this, I'm being joined by the chairman, Amaewhule Local Government of River State, Chidi Loy. Good to have you on the news at this time. So first off now, some lawyers say it isn't uhuru for Martin Amaewhule and other lawmakers, in this case, stating that the appeal court only stated that the High Court doesn't have jurisdiction to entertain the suit. How would you react to this?
Esther, I'd like to thank you for having me on this program. And to say the least, that I am very, very ashamed, to say the least, that you have lawyers who are not parties, who are not counsels in the matter, come to describe, to comment, to run commentaries on the issues that that happened in matters that they are not part of. Neither did they file any processes, or were they amicus curiae in the process. Esther, I'd like to allow me to lay the foundation of how all of this began, so that some of you can also help us. It does appear that most of your colleagues are part of the problems that we are having. First, recall that this whole issue started shortly after the State Assembly was bombed. And when the State Assembly was bombed, there was no question as to who was Speaker or who had lost his seat. The Assembly met on a Monday and immediately suspended its leader, who was the Right Honorable Edison Ehie, and others were suspended, those who the leadership of the House accused of being part of the bombing of the State Assembly. Then this continued until the 11th of December, when the Right Honorable Chike Martins Amaewhule and 25 others announced their defection on the floor of the House to the All Progressives Congress. Now, Esther, recall that a day or two after, the Right Honorable Chike Amaewhule immediately approached the courts. He filed a suit in the Federal High Court, Abuja, to wit FHC/CS/1681/2000. Now, the case is Right Honorable Martin Chike Amaewhule and 25 others against INEC and others. Note that the DSS, the IGP, the River State government, and the People's Democratic Party were part of this suit. And this matter is still before Justice D.E.U. Okorowo. And Justice Okorowo made an interim order for parties to maintain status quo. as at this time, there was no question as to the speakership or otherwise of Martin Amaewhule. That order by Justice Okorowo later metamorphosed into an interlocutory order. That matter is still subsisting. That order has not been challenged. The matter is still before Justice D.U. Okorowo.
Okay,
now,
so apologies if I may come in here, but this matter, we understand the appeal court was silent on the status of the lawmakers in question.
Esther, you see, if you allow me, I will get there. The appeal court couldn't have been silent. Something made them go to the appeal court. Why did Martin Amaewhule appeal? What did he appeal? Martin Amaewhule appealed the interlocutory order made by Justice C.M. Wale of the State High Court. Justice Wale gave an order that stopped Martin Amaewhule and his colleagues from parading themselves as members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, having lost their seats. This was the order that gave rise to the appointment. I'd like you to underline this. This order by Justice C.M. Wale was what gave rise to the appointment of that one fellow, Victor Okojombo, and two others who masquerade as members of the Rivers State House of Assembly today.
All right.
Now, G.K. Amaewhule.
All right, for want of time, because we would have loved to continue with this discussion, but for want of time, we would like you to tell us what the government or what your party intends to do to address this situation, because it is going to affect the development of Rivers State.
Esther, I'd like to say this, that a lot of people, including the fellows that appeared earlier on your program at 2 p.m., including one barrister, Haya King, dwelled on misinforming the people. Now, the law is not emotional. The law does not see through the eyes of Barrister Haya King. The law sees through his own eyes. And for those who say that the Court of Appeal just said the lower court has no jurisdiction, it is insipid, it is inefficacious, it is vacuous, and to say the least, it is patronizing. In Rivers State, unfortunately for us, everybody has been called to the bar, but only very few people parade the law degree.
All right.
People now give wrong commentaries on the way that we suit them.
All right.
I heard a lawyer say that 3 people can pass a budget. When the judgment of Justice J.K. Omotosho of the High Court of Abuja, Federal High Court Abuja, had already notified that act by the governor of Rivers State.
Right, that's where we have to end the conversation. Apologies, we cannot continue any further because of time.
We need time to educate Nigerians on the shenanigans that are going on. And I'd like to quickly say that the governor of Rivers State has become a very big threat to democracy.
Well, that's where we have to end it. That's where we have to end it, Mr. Chidi Lord. Apologies for cutting you short, but because of time, we thank you so much for your time with us on the news.